Yes, 250. Almost there. I need to lock that up.
I think
Let's
if
go
we
ahead and
could
put
get to
trailing
300 if we
stop.
break out here.
I know. I'm
Breakout
like,
looks we're close to that breakout. Trading
got
on the
out of it.
highs.
We
Yes, just put
got
in a
dang
new
close.
high.
It's just gonna go without me. That's okay.
You covered?
Goes.
Mandy's out. All right.
Yep.
Nice
Yeah,
work.
Up
Nice trade.
like another 75.
the
Very good.
runway
Very
is
good.
clear to the upside here. It looks like, at least from the options. Let me check the 0-day. Yeah.
Just put in a new high in the S&P 6870 half last. We never checked in on the tilt this morning either. What do we got? We got 66% long in the S&P, 75% long in the Nasdaq, about 60% long in crude, and just a little bit short, 57% short in gold right now. So longs getting paid in the equities, shorts getting paid in gold. Russell's up on its highs, gold's still breaking. ES just put in is about to put in another new high, it looks like, and Nasdaq is ticking higher. Nasdaq about to put in new session highs. There it goes. Nasdaq is off.
Off to the races.
And it goes.
This is how you start to double stocks, by the way. You start by going
With a rally, yeah.
1%
tick at a time.
At a time.
yeah, 1% at a time. Yeah.
All right, looks like Trump is doing some Q&A right now, it looks like.
I didn't know that was an option.
Could be. Neither
Remember,
did I.
if you get 1% greater a day, you'll be 37 times greater in 1 year. That is the power of compounding and passive income. This light's going to my head, JD. I just want to talk about passive income.
Go ahead. Feel free to cook, Jack.
Oh,
do it.
No, that's it. They got to buy my course.
Okay.
Oh my God.
We're working on Jack's course right now.
We're gonna sell box spread loans and buy real estate in the Sun Belt. It's gonna be freaking fantastic.
Talk about
all right, we're pushing
spread,
near the high.
Jack.
What's up?
You had a good spread call out on the gold and silver notional value that played out last night pretty well. Gold just pumped, silver's down. So that spread.
It would seem so. For posterity, I did put a line on the board here so this white line right here is let's go to like a 4-hour chart. This is where we talked about I just put the line on earlier. So anything above this line is that trade working out. If it goes below it, we'd be in the red.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Turned out pretty well last night. Gold was just straight up. We're getting close to 5,000, and silver started to sell off, showing a little bit of weakness now. Maybe some hesitation before a push up to $100 an ounce. And these equities are mixed.
Lucas Stocks, I don't do that, but actually, he says, imagine betting against America while living it. In risk management, that's what we would call a hedge. Actually, if you think about it logically, if you're living in America, it's probably good to have some exposure against America.
A little bit of a hedge.
Wow.
Hedge.
Here you think of it.
Yeah.
Oh, Trump is answering. He's fielding questions on recession right now. Trump on recession fears. Sometimes things unexpected happen. We're getting a lot of quotes out of this speech, and I got a feeling we're going to get some more out of this Q&A in the next few minutes too.
You want to pump the Q&A for a bit?
Yeah, let's bring it back in. Do we have the Q&A?
Video's pumping too, up 1.5.
World War I. A lot of people don't know the Spanish flu in World War I ended the war because all the soldiers were sick. The soldiers were so sick on both sides, and that war was raging, and they were all dying from the Spanish flu. They were sick as dogs. They couldn't fight. So, you don't know how that would have turned out. But so we do, subject to that, and I always have to put a caveat in for it, but we're poised to have the greatest growth of any large country, I think any country that there's been. When you look at what's happening in the United States, it's really amazing.
Thank you. One thing that maybe keeps you up at night, I know you don't sleep that much anyway, Mr. President, is the debt. The U.S. debt is high, is now the biggest expenditure on your budget. How to get out of that impasse?
Well, the big thing is growth. I mean, growth is the way. If we grow like this, we go from having at 37 trillion dollars. We go from having high debt to low debt. But we also are cutting expenses, you know, the old-fashioned way. We have extraordinary growth. I think we're going to be growing our way out. I think we're going to be paying off debt. We're taking in tremendous money from tariffs fairly. And again, I'm using them judiciously. You know, Switzerland's a case study. I could have gotten much more. I could have asked for much more. But we're using them judiciously. But I think growth, most importantly, and then cutting costs. Now, if you take a look at Minnesota, $19 billion in fraud and other things. People going to airports, they came into the country, they don't have 10 cents, and they're leaving with hundreds of thousands of cash in their bags. When we get to that, and our DOJ, Pam, and Todd, and all the people that work over there, and all of the people that work in here, I can tell you, Scott Bessent is working on that. It's a priority, right? You have your whole team. We're in there looking for where this money is coming from, how much it is. It could be more than $19 billion. Can you believe that? That's just one state. If we were able to cut out 50% of the fraud, 50%, and we should be able to do better than that, we would have a balanced budget without having to talk about even growth. So we have a lot of options, but we're working very hard on that. That's a big deal. It's not just the protests, the fake protests done by agitators and, you know, professional insurrectionists. That's what they are. They're professional troublemakers. But we are looking very strong at the money too in Minnesota and other places.
I think, Mr. President, also the $500 billion invested in artificial intelligence and the frontier technologies last year also were driving growth exponentially in the U.S.
Well, AI has been a big factor. AI is massive. I mean, Mark Zuckerberg showed me a plant where he put it over a map of Manhattan, and it was basically the size of Manhattan. This is not, I said, you got to be kidding. It's a plant that was miles long, miles wide, very high. I don't think it was as high like the Empire State Building, but it was high. And it literally covered most of the island of Manhattan. That's called a big plant. And, you know, when I heard they're going to spend $50 billion building, and I said, you know, if you spend $50 million, you can build a nice little shopping center. If you spend $500 million, you can build a good shopping center. But how do you spend $50 billion? When I looked at this thing, I said, you think you'll be able to do it for that? It's amazing when, you know, some of the plants that I see, and I see them all. And again, so big as we're letting them build their own electric generation. This way we have no problem. And otherwise they'd be complaining. There'd be nobody able to, you know, we have an old grid system. And not only that, they're going to sell at a very cheap price the excess electricity that they create back into our grid. So that'll solve some problems for certain states that don't have enough electricity.
We also know that on the AI there is fierce
Stocks
competition
bumping up to new highs.
in the U.S.
Bumping
is the
up to new
largest
highs
economy
again.
in the world, 27% of the global GDP and 5% of the global population.
We're taking a little breather here.
And China.
Yeah, there hasn't
Russell
been much
Dow,
of a
Nasdaq, S&P, all pumping. What's up, Dakota?
not much of an opportunity to get into it. Like it just went without us. Like you said, Mandy, right? You're like, man, it's we start breaking out, it's gonna break out and go without you. And you can see on this hourly chart here on the left, it sure has. The next target I have for the Nasdaq is going to be these 420s. That's been the resistance level through most this week, and we still have that gap. See if we can come up and maybe fill it. Like there's that gap. The weekend, I mean, we're still a ways to go, but first stop maybe these 420s. If we can continue to find these buyers, which it looks like so far so good.
Hey, we just had a couple
Question
numbers come out. We had pending
we
home
did.
sales and U.S. construction U.S. construction spending. Construction spending up about 0.5%. previous, up 0.2%, and U.S. pending home sales down 9.3% compared to up 3.3% previous. We've also got potentially we might be getting some comments from the Supreme Court. They're having that hearing on arguments to on Trump's bid to fire Lisa Cook, the Fed Governor Lisa Cook. That is happening. Should be starting up in just a few minutes also. So a lot going into the top of the hour here. Mandy, did you get into a trade during that rip while we were listening? What happened?
I did not, because I had gotten hit my TP, my trailing profit. So it went without me.
Oh,
Need to learn how to have a runner. The volatility
gotcha.
this morning is a lot higher, so I needed to definitely size down. So I didn't feel like I had much to play with a runner. I mean, I did have 2 cons on that play. And I did start heavy, so that's why I'm down this morning, because it's just moving a lot more than I was expecting, which I kind of talked about, but didn't quite listen to myself. I am most curious, yeah, if we can continue to hit these 420s, where is a good buying opportunity? That's where it's running into my mind right now. And yeah, do we close that gap? I have had my eye on that gap. I'm sure like a lot of traders, but gaps do not have to fill. And it can take a while. Our last daily gap, I think I was looking back, was in October, and it took 7 days to fill, but it did fill eventually. So yeah, where can we buy this?
Looking for spots to buy. Jack with the keys to the house account. Anything looking good to you right now, Jack?
This is
See
the
any
first place in
opportunity
the
in this
ES where
market?
maybe I would look for some sort of turnaround pattern to get short. Really, I can't argue the longs up for now until a little bit above 6,900, like 6,908 is a spot where I might be looking to go short to the downside. I don't know. There's not a lot to, unless you're just very aggressively buying dips.
Yeah. Do we just caveman into this market right now?
That would be
Looks like
it,
we're about
right,
to print
JD?
another new high. Yeah.
It's like 10, 20-point pullbacks. You caveman get into this. But I mean, we've seen what happened yesterday. A lot of these pumps lately have been met by some very vicious sellers once they start to slow down.
Little bit of rejection, 68.85 on your top step daily levels in the S&P. That would be yesterday's value area high. Hit it to the
Yeah.
tick. Bounce
Also,
right off of it.
that's 6850 in the SPX. So we would expect, even if it blows through here, there should be some resistance from options hedging.
Very good.
I mean,
What's up, Dakota? What's on your mind?
just thinking
Tell us
of
everything.
no, asking some upside targets and 50,600 to be exact.
Big
In
fat round
NASDAQ.
number. There you go.
Yeah, that'd be double.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're looking for the double, like today.
Yep, the double.
Okay,
Yeah, this would be
today.
cheap if
Why
that's
not?
the case.
Why
Yeah,
not?
like everybody in crypto is the same thing, right? They're looking for what, some outrageous number. Crypto, Bitcoin's hovering, staying. The spot is below 90,000.
It is. It did rebound a little bit. It got into the 88 handle last night. Our friend is still holding tight, not having a
Yep.
great time of it at the moment. Probably down close to $50 million.
Our 600 lot guy is back in the ES today. He was buying yesterday. He's got some offers up above the market right now. 68.86. 700 offered there.
There's some big orders last night too with Coach J and I in the equities. I never did see
I was
them get
buying.
filled.
Obviously, we don't know if it's the same guy, but we did see quite a few of those 500 lots, 600 lots, 700 lots getting filled towards the end of the day yesterday as we were approaching the lows. As we're ticking higher, the offers are coming in.
See if we get a pullback here in the Nasdaq. Kind of had, I mean, since the open, it's been straight up, right? I had that nice little scalp to the downside, but every 5 minutes it's been red. That was our first red or green. This is our first red candle. A little indecision here at these 320s, 330s. So maybe a 3-bar reversal. Do I want to take it? Not really. Maybe if we get up to 420s and see a 3-bar reversal there, sure. That'd be a lot more tempting to short. But there's a lot of momentum this morning to go against it right now.
That is for sure. Plenty momentum to the upside. Ticking higher in the ES again. Could be putting in another new high in just a couple of seconds. 2 points away from new highs. Sound off in the chat. Who's in the markets this morning? You on the right side of this? Go ahead and tag us on social. Hashtag fast markets. Hashtag power hours. Share your trader wins with us. We want to hear everything. Show us your trading setups, your trading pets, anything you want. Share it with us. Tag us on social.
Oh, yeah.
Can't find my trading pet. She usually sits right by me, but she's not here.
Aw.
I'd love to get long if we can have a 5-minute candle close above 95, but I would want it to retest that area. That would come and be what I'm call a pressure play. Come touch my EMA, looking for continuation. Invalidation for longs would definitely be a close below 70s, so below my moving average. But we might just hold here and continue to go to 400, 420s. Might even close the gap. Who knows? Anything can happen.
Yeah. Silver's not really moving much. Silver's also just hanging around 94. That's where we were at yesterday, 94 to 93.
Been the place.
Yeah.
We've been hanging around there a lot over, what was that? Even I think Thursday, Friday of last week.
Was it? No, we haven't been in the 90s for a while. I mean, that was the all-time high last week. This week,
yeah,
a lot of this has been, it's like a slow grind, all-time high. We've hit it a few times. 95s have been the all-time highs, 95.50s up to 95.75. But we are continuing to make higher lows. Like, so the buyers are continuing to step in, which it's hard not to see this this market. I mean, $100 is just so close here for silver. I don't see a reason why we wouldn't get there between now and the end of the month, maybe end of the month. See $100 an ounce. Not sure.
Quick update, guys. Oral arguments have begun at the Supreme Court in regards to Fed Governor Lisa Cook. That is going on as we speak. I don't think we can get a feed for that, but President Trump is also still doing Q&A. You see that on the screen right now. We'll be piping more comments in about that as they come across the tape, or the wire, I should say. Did we just double top in the S&P? Through the tick?
Yeah, well, we had small rejections 3 straight times off of that 5850 SPX level.
Mm-hmm.
Lower low on this 5-minute guy. It says Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin spot is above 90,000. It is scary. Very scary short here.
Are you in, Jack? Did you put something on?
No.
Just scoping it. Gotcha. We are getting
like
that rejection, though.
We ask,
What's the question?
Especially Power Hour, what's the scarier position right now, the short or the long?
Mm-hmm. Well, let's see what the tilt's up to. I'll tell you what our top sub traders are doing. Kind of flat, relatively flat. 62% long in the ES, 56% long in the NASDAQ. Crude is flat, and gold 55% long. So not a whole lot happening tilt-wise. Our longs in the ES are long from 66.72, so they're in the money right now. Longs getting paid.
For the time being.
All right.
Got up a 300 lot in the
Wow.
bid. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong.
We tested my EMA on MNQ. Might bounce
Looking
here.
for
I kind of want to see it pull down to 85s and then bounce, and then I'll enter long once we get above 97. Let's see what we can do here.
looking for a
Very
long.
good.
Yeah, looking for another long. This might be the spot.
President Trump has wrapped up his Q&A in Davos. He just walked off stage. No headlines for
All
the time
right, I'm
being.
going 3 contracts just below my MA. Looking for upper. Let's go session highs. Let's go for like 360s.
Mandy in the markets.
All right.
What was your
Oh,
entry price
yeah.
again, Mandy?
Entry price was 307.
307, 25, 307 in the money. Long
Got
3
those 290s.
MNQs, 25, 307.
This is a
Hitting up.
tricky spot though at 300. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like if we're gonna fail it, that's where my CYA is at 281. But would love to
Okay.
continue to see a push here. Let me see if there's another level on a 15-minute. That would be a good upside target.
How far does the market got to move before you start trailing your stop, Mandy? How far
It's a good
into the
question.
money?
It's like I
Kinda
let it
arbitrary?
trail and then it just flew, and so that's where it's not. I'm toying because I used to be just straight NQ, just throw on a mini, call that good.
Mm-hmm.
Been a lot of volatility, so that is you got to be very, very picky, tight stop losses, things like that. For this, I'm trying to, not go full mini, so hence the 3 contracts. It's still moving a lot. I'm trying to learn how to be better about scaling in, scaling out because I have these micros. Yeah, that's a good question, JD. I haven't quite figured that out yet. I'll be honest. Where is a good spot to trail? I think probably a break of highs would be like excellent spot to trail.
Yeah, I like that too. It's different for everybody. Trailing stops is Hogue will call it an art form. It's not an easy thing to do. It takes a little practice. It takes time to
Sounds way easier said
figure
than
out your
done.
system for it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
Buyers keep stepping
Chat
in here in the
hammers are
Nasdaq.
working hard right now. What do you see? What do you see, Dakota?
Just buyers just keep stepping in. I've been eyeballing Intel as well. We're up almost 10% in
What
Intel.
in the
Maybe
world?
maybe they could pay off the national debt if they just keeps buying Intel.
They grow to be, was it $38 trillion? Yeah.
Yeah.
So here in about 40 seconds, if we can maintain where we're at here, we should be able to see a next leg up.
Okay. Looking for more upside in these equity markets.
Yeah.
Mandy.
I think holding about these 20s. Yeah. Get it back.
I could see 420s.
Yeah, I did put my
Shout
upper
out.
side. I think I'll try to scale out as we move up. I do have a multi-point touch point level, so you could call that resistance, right? At 406. So not too far off of Dakota's 420s. So that's where I put my ultimate take profit, but let's see if we can.
406.
I want to play this out.
Mandy has scaled down
There
from
we
minis to micros today too. Nice pop.
Yeah. So
Stops went off there.
Yeah. Call that a minor liquidity grab. 25,353 on your top step daily levels. Yesterday's value area high in the NASDAQ. Missed it by a couple tickies. still right underneath our highs. 3 points away from highs in the ES. The big offer did pull that 700 lot up at 86. No longer there. Scrolling through the dome, I don't see it resting above the market anywhere.
I set my stop loss to just below my moving average, so it would be like down 19 is as much risk as I'm going to have on this.
Here we
We're
go.
just gonna let
Stock's
this
not done.
run.
More highs.
Nope.
More highs. More highs.
Yeah.
86.5 new high in the ES. NASDAQ ticking up. We're through yesterday's value area high in the NQ. And still
We're
popping.
locked in at 171.
Ooh,
Very good. Taking a few off.
time.
Taking off one here.
Scaling out. Here we go. Taking profits, locking it in. You keep a runner or just wait for that profit target?
I'm just gonna go for that profit target. See if I take off one here. Come on, you can do it.
Dobie and Andre in the chat saying this could be the longest hold they've seen you on Top Step TV.
I know, you guys.
Yeah.
Do you keep track of your hold
Yeah,
times?
I mean, it's not very
an
hard. If it
abnormal
gets past 5 minutes, I think we're getting up against the high mark.
Did we just unlock a
Yeah,
new
that's-
feature? Is this a new strategy
You
from
can't
Andy?
in the markets level.
Yeah.
We're gonna add some XP to me or something, you know. I love how they know how I trade, so it's great. But when there's so much upside potential, right? It's just like,
Mm-hmm.
come on. We're gonna get
Pulling
tagged
up
out
just a
here, but
little
that's
bit.
okay. We'll be at break even on the day.
See
So
some offers stacking up in the ES just underneath the highs. I bet we go and run that liquidity as the market loves to do. Pulling off just a little bit
all
from
right,
those
got tagged
highs.
out, break even. I might keep going,
Jack,
but
how close?
I didn't want to give it up. I whole times, you guys know this. I don't like to give up profits. So there you
Yep.
go. We're back to scratch. And I'll look
Fair
for another
enough.
entry.
All right. The wood's been chopped.
Okay.
Let's get back in there and make some money now, right? Jack, how close did we get to your reversal point?
Not there yet. We'd have to go. Not seeing a ton of levels today, but like 69.08 or something in the futures.
Okay.
It's a tricky day. I'm not much of like a momentum trader like that, and that's like Mandy shows us right here. That's kind of what you got to do with this. We'll see. We did, as mentioned. I think the biggest takeaway from that WEC speech was what happened early. They got us started going about saying that they would not use force like to get Greenland, and then
I'm short
I'm
silver.
not sure how much that's worth. All right, Dakota.
Dakota's in the
So
market.
fun.
What'd you do?
I got short silver and I'm out. Okay.
Okay.
that was
there you
quick
go.
one. I'll tell that's
Just
probably one of
look
my
at that move.
fastest.
Did you
a
just
quick
cave in for
250.
that move?
Dakota and I are switching. Like
That
this
was-
is secret.
Yeah, that was a quick.
Was that a straight
250 right
caveman
there.
trade? Was that a
That
straight caveman
was.
trade, Dakota? Did you see
That-
it
that was
breaking
a
and you just sold it?
That was a breakdown trade here on silver. We was getting a lot of momentum and new session lows. We were breaking through these 93.50s that we were holding throughout most of the yesterday and most of overnight. We broke through it. I got in and instantly out. Like this market just goes. And 1 micro on silver, you guys know
Oof,
the damage
lot.
in both directions it could do. Like
$250
$250 just
in a matter of seconds on a single micro
less than
contract.
with a micro. Yeah. Now this thing could keep going. We can see these 250s session lows here on silver. We're moving down almost 2% here.
Silver not done.
It's not.
Man, they
going.
swiped us out of our gold trade, our gold opening range trade. We got it on the short side. We sold it at what was our entry price? 48.6840, and kind of ripped in our faces early on. Tagged us out, and now everything's just rolling over on the metal side. Couldn't let us go for the ride today. That's okay.
Yeah, it's
All
hard to
right,
have a runner
everybody's.
in
Say
silver.
again.
It's hard to have a
What
runner
was that,
in
me?
silver when you
I
can
know, I know.
only
I've been saying
use
that.
one.
Every single night I've been saying that, Mandy, is like what you just demonstrated, right? Where you could get into like multiple contracts in like the micro NASDAQ and
Yep.
manage risk relatively easy. It's like, oh, I'm going to leave a
Mhm.
runner on. I haven't been able to do that in silver because of this exact reason. You get on one contract. I mean, look at silver, just keep going.
All
And
right,
it's
I'm
like
long again.
$500 just a blink of an eye. And you can't really get into a scaled position very easily.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I would, because I would have had a runner, and this thing is just going down 2% now.
Not done. 92.70 last trade in gold. Mandy, did you just get in a trade? What'd you do?
I did long 2 micros. We had a nice little bounce here off of my EMA moving average. They haven't crossed yet, so I'm looking for,
Mm-hmm.
like you said, that continuation back to 400s. So the question, yeah, my question, and this is how I'm answering it, is where can I buy? And that's where that was a buy for me. So it was preemptive for sure. We still have 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes on this candle, which it might come
Mm-hmm.
and bite me. But the way it bounced off of that was giving me a good buying idea. But let's see how this one plays out.
All right. What was your entry price on that, Mandy?
They're 333. 333.
333. Got it. If you know, you know. 333. If you're from Chicago, you know what I'm talking about. Dakota, you eyeballing a 3-bar reversal here?
On the Nasdaq, no, I've been eyeballing silver, actually, just watching the silver market just move. It's not done. We're at the 92.50s, and we're breaking through 92s. Maybe we go fill the gap here on silver, down to 2.4% now.
Wow.
Oh boy. Yeah, silver is
On the move.
and you'd expect this
Not
to
done.
happen too if we're getting some of this the VIX has dropped, we had this pop in stocks. Like the silver can't keep on going up like 7% a day on bad news, and then when the market relaxes, just not go down. Some point.
Correct. Yeah. It's been just daily grind. And silver's had an 8%, 6% down day and then recovered and starting to hit all-time highs again. I could see
Mm-hmm.
silver go back down to 90. Go retest this gap. If we start breaking through these 92.30s, definitely more selling to come. We've been watching it every single night in slow markets. Coach Jay and I last night. He's going to be joining me again tonight.
So
Oh,
fun.
very nice.
Volatility coming. Andre was joining us in the chat last night.
Oh, okay. I was like, he's on air? What?
I need to bring him
Nobody
on
told
this whole
me.
market. Yeah. How wild the metals have been every single night.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm locked in with 50. We'll be green on the day. Got 20 seconds or so until this candle closes. I want to see it to keep holding above these 45s. Then we should see hopefully new highs.